Hey folks, this is Dr. Don Ford. Just take a little bit of time to talk to you about library research. For research methods, and actually for every graduate course, library research is imperative. And we have a super library. So we have everything you need and a lot of help for you to get it. And I want to take a few minutes to show you the basics to get you started. But by all means, if you run into trouble or you need to go a little bit deeper, never be afraid to contact the library. So let's sit back, relax, and let me take you through a little bit about the library at Emory University, the Hunt Library. So, what is research but a blind date with knowledge? That was William Henry back in the 1700s. So, let's go on. We're going to talk about the Hunt Library. What we're interested in for research methods is scholarly articles. Okay. You might ask, what is a scholarly article? Well, a scholarly article is one that's been peer reviewed. It's determined to be one of the best in the field, something that will help the field. And so when you look at when you're looking for research at the Hunt Library or any other library, you want to make sure that you're looking for studies that are scholarly that will help you with the pros and cons of your particular research study. So that means that usually if it says journal, it's a peer-reviewed journal. Now that doesn't mean that the Wall Street Journal is a peer-reviewed journal, but the journal articles at the library are typically peer-reviewed. Peer-reviewed means that your article was selected as being good enough to be looked at, and they sent it out to a team of experts. Each one of them looked at it independently, blindly, and came back with recommendations as to whether to use that article or not use that article. And when it's published, it's been deemed by a group of peers that it is worthy of being out there in the academic world and for use in papers like you're writing. Okay, and so that's what we're looking for. So what we do, the first thing you want to do is go to your Ernie screen, and it's got all these things that you can do with the university, and you want to select the Hunt Library, and it'll take you right in. And I'm going to take you through a down and dirty, real fast way of looking at a paper that you might be researching. So once you get in there, the library makes it easy. Begin your search, and when you click on Hunt Library, it brings you right up to what you're looking for. Now you can make selections on the left. You can look for just books, just articles and databases, videos, and you can also chat with the librarian, email librarian, text the librarian, call librarian. The folks there are great, and they're there, and they will help you. But the more you can do on your own, the better off you are, because you're the one that knows your topic, and you're the one that really can hone in on what you're looking for. So let's look at the topic of maybe pilot fatigue. Maybe you're researching pilot fatigue, and so we put that in the search engine, and you have some choices down here: advanced search, research databases if you want to go to a specific database. But this one will look at all the databases and find articles on pilot fatigue. So we put in pilot fatigue, and you get this screen, and they found 191,211. That's awesome, isn't it? So you need to get busy and start reading each and every one of them to find out if they fit your research project, right? No, that's wrong. What you want to do is narrow the search. So there's a few things I put here that will help you narrow the search. First of all, you should only look for full text online. Now, that's kind of a misnomer because there may be great studies out there that there's not full text available online. So you don't have to click that if you don't want to, because if you find one that's not full text, the Hunt Library can help you get it through interlibrary loans or whatever. But for our purposes today, check full text. That way, you know if you find an article you like, you're going to be able to see it right away. And you want to check scholarly and peer reviewed, okay? That way you're going to get scholarly articles and you're going to get peer reviewed. And you also want to look down, just take a glance to the left and see where all the articles. They found 97,000 books in that 191, 211. They found 64,000 journal articles, 16,000 dissertations. So you can narrow it down to where you can just look at any one of those. And I always encourage you, once you hone in on your topic, to look at what they've done in dissertations because it's really helpful. But this is way too much. You're overwhelmed. There's no way you're going to look at this many articles, and they're not going to get lucky enough that the first 2 or 3 pages is exactly what you need. So we do all these. We click full text, we click scholarly, and we go to the next screen. Okay, so you see the little check mark, full text online. It brought it down to 56,000. Still way too many, but a little bit more manageable. And it did get rid of all the ash and trash, I'll call it. Okay, so you can look at what you found where the articles are, and the journal articles are down to 50, and these numbers don't match one for one because some of them are duplicated, and so the journal articles being 58,000 and the total result 56, it's more than likely duplication, but I wouldn't spend too much time worried about that. So you go. Let's move on and let's go to an advanced search. Let's narrow your topic down somewhat. Okay, so you'll get this big screen like this, and you want to make some choices up there. Let's add safety to it. We've got pilot fatigue and safety, and let's only look for the last 7 years. So we look for 2010 to 2018. Okay, and show any type of content, show discipline, any, and then look for items with full text online, look for scholarly material, including peer reviewed. Exclude things like newspapers, books, and dissertations, although you might not want to exclude dissertations, okay? But that's what I checked here. And when you get through all this, click search, and let's see what we come up with. Okay, so you see up at the top out list, if you were making the list yourself, that might be how you do it. Put the pilot fatigue in parentheses and safety. And now it narrowed it down to 12,000, almost 13,000 articles, okay? And that was a big improvement. Still a lot of articles for you to look at, but at least you got you're getting there. You're getting better. So let's take it a little bit further, okay? Let's look at let's go back to advanced search, and let's add accidents there. Okay, pilot fatigue, and you're actually adding your variables that you're going to study. Pilot fatigue would make sense that you'd want to look at safety, and it would make sense that you'd want to look at accidents. You might even say airline accidents, okay? And again, any type, and work to narrow your research, okay? So we'll stay with the same publication date range, and we'll go to the next screen. Okay, now we're cooking with gas. It got you down to 1,793 ounces. It was still a lot, but a whole lot better. And so you now we can maybe start looking at some of these articles. Although you might want to go back and break it down even one more level, or put airline accidents instead of just accidents, because it may include car accidents. It could have included anything. Construction accidents, workplace accidents, whatever. But let's click on this particular article, rule proposed to fight pilot fatigue. And so it brings up the article and it shows you an abstract. You're able to pull up the full text to look at it if you want to. And so you decide that this is something you might want to use. Well, you can click on download PDF to get your PDF. So that you'll have the article, put it in your little file, and have something to use. You also want to remember that you're going to have to cite this in your research paper. So you want to cite this, click on cite, and we'll go there in just a second. But if you notice down at the bottom of this article, I didn't put all the buzzwords, but and I can't take it down because I'm on PowerPoint. But you look, and it's got words that might help you determine your variables. In this case, fatigue was one you're already using. Pilots are one you're already using. Occupational health is one that you may not have thought about. And there's more listed. So each article will show you the buzzwords for that article. And you'll be amazed how you might form the framework of your research by the buzzwords that you see on these articles. So you're going to become an expert on the articles in your topic. You're going to start reading through them. You're going to put some over the side because they're no good. You're going to keep some, and by the end of the class, you're going to have 20, 30, 40 really good articles that you use that are studies that will help you with the pros and cons of your topic and the variables that affect your topic. So you notice when you click Cite, it brought it up to APA 6th edition, which is the one you have to use, and it has the citation down here in APA format. Okay, if you're using another citation type, if you click on this little drop down arrow right here, you can find KTAV and other types of sites. But the library can help you tremendously. Capture this if you have any inclination that you're going to use this article, capture this citation because it will save you a lot of work. Now, double check it because the library citation isn't always 100% correct. They're good. And normally they're really good, but double check it just to make sure, okay? And so don't forget the APA. Yeah, everything you do has to be an APA. So let's take just 1 second and let's go to the Hunt Library. Okay, so just you come up to your Ernie screen, you click on the Hunt Library, and real simple. See, you just put pilot fatigue. That might be your topic, hopefully. Search on the pilot fatigue, and we already know that we're going to get way too many articles. So let's go to advanced, and let's add safety. Let's add pilots. Let's add safety, and let's add airline. I don't know if that'll make any difference, but let's see what and let's go with any type. Let's go with show items with full text, scholarly articles, peer reviewed. We don't want open access, and we don't want the catalog. Let's keep dissertation. Well, I'm sorry. Let's get rid of book reviews and newspapers, and let's see what we have here, and let's search. Okay, so 637 it broke it down. When we added airline accidents, it went from 1,200 and some to 600 and some. So this is a lot easier. So you can see the difference in how it makes. And let's pull up an article we didn't pull up. Let's pull up this article right here. And you find the article. You want something that will help you right here develop. You can read the abstract, and then you can go right into the paper and talk about see if it's something that you want to read. We're going to talk about later exactly what you want to look at, and let's look at the citations. This one's a little bit different. Okay. If I can get this to open up on my computer. Okay, let's look at the citations real fast, and it doesn't seem to be pulling it up, but you've seen earlier what it would look like. But make sure you capture the citations, and I'm not going to spend a lot of time here because I need to move on. But that's exactly how you find an article in the library, and hopefully it helps. And you see what happened when we narrowed the search down. So kick back, relax, and we will continue on with our library search. Thank you very much.